Okay, so BookTube-A-Thon is finally over. And I say finally, wishing it was not over because I had so much fun. BookTube-A-Thon is this event that just forces you to like really push yourself and motivate yourself to read and read and read and read, which is something I think a lot of us don't really do. So I love this event. I read 5 books out of 7. So I completed 5 challenges out of 7. Let me begin with the ones that I did not complete. So for the first challenge that I didn't complete, it was read a book with a yellow cover. And I did not read The Song of Achilles. I got like 12 pages into it. It's not that it bored me. It's not that I don't want to read it. I do. I'm going to read it one day. It's just that I could not like get to it. And then I didn't read a book recommended by a booktuber, or like the book I found on BookTube. I didn't read it. I actually got 40 pages into Persona Normal. I'm really enjoying this book, but I did not finish it by the time BookTube-A-Thon was over, so mission failed. I read 5 books. Technically, I listened to them on audiobook, but I began with The Bell Jar. This book is older than me. It's for that challenge, read a book that's older than you. The Bell Jar. It had nice writing, and I respect Sylvia Plath, and I like her as a writer, but this book was just not for me. So after The Bell Jar, I started reading my After Sunset book, which was Station 11. This book creeped the fuck out of me. It was just creepy reading it at night and like having to look up and tell myself this is not real. This is not real. It was just really creepy. It gave me this like Walking Dead vibe where like, you know, there's like danger out there and you're like, you know, like, yeah, it was my point is, I enjoyed it. It really sucked me into the world. But it left me wanting more. The next book that I read was Me Before You, which was for the challenge to read a book and then watch the movie. So ultimately I did enjoy this book. It was a really nice read. It was funny, and it was just heartwarming, and it was just very nice. It was a nice read. I kind of just wish that this would have delved more into Will Traynor, who he is, what, like, more of his emotions. So you know how recently like 50 Shades of Grey came out with like a book through the guy's perspective, and like Twilight came out with like a different perspective of like that book. I feel like this would be a good one to read from Will Traynor's perspective. If there's anyone out there like Lou Clark, or if you know anyone like Lou Clark, let them know I'm single, available, and I want to talk to you. Cause Lou Clark, she's just this wonderful person, this quirky, this really cool, funny, happy, like deep person that I just really wish was real. And like, yeah, so that's all I have to say about Me Before You. Oh, the movie. I did not go see the movie. I looked for it in theaters. I guess it's out of theaters now, so I had to find a way to watch it. And I enjoyed the movie too. It was nice. It was a nice movie. That's about it. So the next challenge was to read a book by your favorite author, or at least one of your favorite authors. And I chose Benjamin Alira Sands, that guy. So I chose to read Everything Begins and Ends at the Kentucky Club. It's this book of 7 short stories that deals with people like between Juarez and El Paso, and yeah, it's 7 short stories. To be honest, I was loving it, but then towards like the 3rd or 4th short story, I was kind of getting sick of it, because to me, in like the writing was beautiful, and I just was amazed. Even though I should know he's an amazing writer, I was still amazed at how beautiful the writing was. But the stories started getting a little bit repetitive in some aspects. I mean, it's 7 short stories. They should all feel, in a sense, different, but in many ways they just started feeling a lot more like not different. Like, so I mean, and it hurts me to say this because I love this guy. Like, he's just one of my favorite authors. But at the end, I just started seeing a pattern. I don't know, maybe it's because I was just kind of rushed because of BookTube-A-Thon. I needed to get this done. I still think it's a wonderful book, but it was just not what I was expecting. Like, I was expecting something crazy good, and I just got good. You get what I'm saying? So the last challenge was to read 7 books, and I read Lily and the Octopus. And let me tell you, this book just wrecked me. This book tore me to pieces. It grabbed me, and it just ripped me apart, and then it ripped me again, and then it just beat the shit out of me. Because it's about a dog, and I love dogs. I have a dog, and let's just say it's about a dog. What do you think? So yeah, so it made me really, really emotional, and throughout the entire time I was reading it, basically, I was just a fucking wreck. The writing is beautiful, and it makes you confront this emotion that you just don't want to confront. It makes you confront this feeling of depression and just sadness that you just don't want to confront, but you do, and once you do, you just think about it, and life does not get better. No, it's a good book. Just read it. Just go and read it. Alright, so that's my wrap up. That was it. That was 7 days. 5 challenges done, 2 not done. I had a great time. I love this time of year. Let me know how you guys did. Let me know if you participated. Leave your comments. Take care. Be happy. Peace.